One way to know about who we are is that once a month, we take the entirety of the cash collection that doesn't go toward pledges and other campaigns, and we give it away to an organization in town that really stands out as matching our values and doing work that we believe in and that has a connection to our church members. And this week, we're so glad to have Resolana here and Leslie to tell us a little bit more about who they are and what they do. If you want to go ahead and come up, please. I'll remind you, if you're going to write a check later, make it out to First Unitarian and put Resolana in the memo line. Please come on up. All the way. There we go. So Leslie, will you tell us just a little bit in a few sentences what Resolana is, what your mission is, and what you do in the world?
Yes, Resolana is in the Dallas County Jail. We're a woman's pod. That's where they live. We work with 64 souls in any given day. And we are a holistic program. The reason I am standing here is because of Chris John. She has taught yoga in the Resolana program for over 10 years, since the beginning, and has started mindful meditation 2 years ago. So we're very kind of holistic in our approach. And if you look at recidivism rates, one of the missions, our mission is to lower the kind of revolving door, national recidivism rates, it's a very hard word to say, is 60 to 70%. And ours is between 17 and 19%. So it's pretty cool.
So I've got one.
I get to keep this. Thank you.
It's attached to my face.
You
whether
told
I like
me
it or
that
not.
earlier,
It's
but
okay.
yes. The pressure. They're all looking.
I know, they're all looking
There
at
you
us.
go.
So if there's something a little bit surprising, I think we all have an image in our mind of what it means to be an incarcerated person that's probably not accurate, or something we don't know that might be surprised about the people you work with. Can you give us a glimpse into something about this issue or the people you work with that we might not understand or know?
Yes. I love the topic of your sermon, being seen. And I have often said that the people that are incarcerated, really, we've made them the other. You know, we don't see them. We don't think about them. We don't really usually run into them, obviously. In prison, we're not there. So what we don't know about, we tend to make an other, or we tend to make, wrong or bad. 97% of the women that are incarcerated have been through multiple traumas. I'm an incest survivor. I had one perpetrator. Most of the women, 97%, have multiple traumas. They're either also sexually or physically abused, in poverty. They have multiple traumas. And when they get to our pod, many of them have never even heard the word trauma. And if you don't resolve trauma in real time, now science is sort of proving the effects it has on the mind, and we get in a very self-destructive loop. So if you don't even understand you're a trauma survivor, you have no way of getting out of that loop. So we introduce that process and wanting them to return into our society next door to us different than they came in.
So you're working with the population and addressing the whole person through this emotional wellness and yoga and all these other things, experiencing a great result with a different rate of reentry and hopefully no reentry. Today, when we give incredibly generously,
Yes, very good.
Is there a specific program that our donations are going to go to?
Yes, and this is key. We are, as I said, are 10 years old. In the first 2 or 3 years we were doing the program, we were so excited to be making emotional changes while they were in jail, and they would leave going, oh my goodness, I've never felt so empowered or so enlightened. And then they would hit Commerce Street and they don't have food and they don't have their ID and they don't have a place to stay. And so we 7 years ago started our reentry program and have picked that up to a tremendous rate. So every penny that you give today generously will go towards that. We buy their IDs for them. We pay for housing. There's a couple of different residential programs in Dallas, 24-hour club, different people might know of, but $75 a week. They don't have $75 a week. So we can afford to do that because of the generous giving of people like you.
Well, thank you. I'll remind you all, you said every penny that you give.
Every penny, yes,
every
I promise.
$100 bill that you put into the plate today will go directly
exactly
to Resolana.
Right. I'm going to be better next time.
You're
I'll
doing
say
great.
$100. Yes.
We're doing just fine. I think we're doing okay?
Yes.
We're doing great. Thank you. Again, I'll remind you that every dollar that you give that's not directly for pledges goes directly to the work of Resolana and helping people re-enter life and a hope for a new future together here as part of our local community in Dallas. We have been greatly blessed. Let us give generously so that the women of Resolana's program will be blessed by the work and generosity of this church. Our offering will be given and received.